Yo, ring culture. Y'all ever see those compilations of LeBron lying for no reason on YouTube? One of them is he's sitting down with a book he's clearly never read. You ask him about it, he gives you this long, meandering, goofy answer. You know, LeBron shenanigans. Well, he's at it again. LeBron is lying again, but this time for a reason, and we all know the reason. Let's talk about it.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
Okay, Ring Culture, welcome back to Ring Culture, where we play no games, we just spit game about the game we love. Before we get into this video, I want y'all to go over to my reaction page, The Nuclear Reactor, and check out my sports reactions. Y'all will really love those. Y'all can check out my other reactions. Make yourselves at home over there. Open the refrigerator, get something to drink, kick your feet up, and watch some of my reactions. So check this out. Shout out to Dreamers Pro and Man Down. I was checking out Man Down Sports, and he was doing a reaction of some comments LeBron made about the Bulls being a super team and the Lakers being a super team. Then I saw Dreamers Pro do a reaction to, based on that as well. And I was going to do it too. So what I did was I went to Mind Game Podcast. I don't usually listen to it, but so I can get the clips. I want to get some. Maybe it's something before what those guys put on their reaction, or after I might want to get. So I go right to the Mind Game and listen to it. And while I was listening to it, I heard something else that LeBron said that I actually think I want to react to more than the nonsense about the Chicago Bulls with Jordan being a super team. We all know he's saying that to try to bring Jordan down to his level for his cowardly acts of creating super teams. But those guys covered that, and I think they did a great job. They said everything I would have said. Maybe I would have added a little bit more. I don't know. But once I heard this, this needs to be reacted to. So before we go any further, listen to this nonsense, and then we'll come back and talk about it on the other side. Okay? Let's do it.
So that adaptation process can be tricky, right? The number one thing about adapting is buy-in. Right? Buy-in. Winning is a choice. Winning is a choice, and you have to buy in and sacrifice. I want to hear from you a little bit about the sacrifices some of your championship teams made, what that process was like. You start a season, everyone's like, well, I'm going to get off this year. This is my rule, and it's always slightly inflated. At some point, everyone has to sacrifice a bit of themselves if you want to be a championship caliber team.
Listen, the only way to win a championship is that everybody is an MVP in their role, you know, and able to sacrifice their own personal stats, personal beliefs for the betterment of the team. You know, there's a pecking order in our team. You guys know who the stars is. You guys know who the role players are. You guys know who the garbage guys are. You know, come in and do all the garbage work, all the, you know, first to the floor, taking the charges, you know, do the things. You guys know who the vocal leaders is. You know who the silent assassins are. There's a when that thing is met and it's laid out not only by the coaches. See, the problem with our league sometimes is that players are always looking for the coaches to make those things happen. It's the players in the locker room that hold each other accountable. That's when you get the best team. When guys can come to the locker room and hold each other accountable and know how to talk to each other. You know, I'm bad mouthing you, or you said something to me, and not take it personal, because we have one common goal, and that's to win a championship. When you win a championship, everybody eats. Everybody gets paid, everybody's seen, everybody's loved. And that's the only thing that only matters. But it can only happen, the coaching staff can only do so much. The coaching staff gonna put your game plan together. They're gonna tell you this is what we need to do, this is how we're gonna execute, we're gonna give you the game plan. But the players gotta go out and do the job. You know, and when the players hold each other accountable, that's when the job gets done. And that's happened over 4 times in my career. Been able to win 4 championships, and that was one of the number obviously going out and getting the job done too, but just holding each other accountable.
Great message. Great message for young players out there too, not just the NBA, the high school, college, learning to play, like the responsibility of trying to pick up your teammates, set an example.
Yeah.
1 through 12 has a leadership responsibility, right?
Absolutely.
It's not just the quote-unquote leader.
Right.
Everyone on the team leads by how they behave. Did they get there on time or early? Did they do their extra work? Did they support their teammates? Talk a little bit about your finals teams. Win or lose, playing that way to get to the finals. It's got to be like basketball nirvana to be on a team like that you trust and you know every night is going to give themselves a chance to win.
I think the best feeling for me as a player is that when the national anthem is going on, and I usually stand on the end, is that when I can look down the row and I know that I got 11 other guys, 13 other guys that's in the foxhole with me. And I know for sure that if there's a grenade thrown in the foxhole, we don't all stay in there.
Yeah.
Like we want to die for this game. You know, and that is a beautiful feeling when you can look to your left and look all the way down the road. Either if I was teammates with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Udonis Haslam, James Jones, Mike Miller, you know, the rest of the crew. Or if I looked to my left and I saw, you know, Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, you know, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, Tristan Thompson, Channing Frye, Richard Jefferson, or Anthony Davis, you know, Alex Caruso, Rajon Rondo, you know, Latavius Caldwell-Pope, you know, Danny Green, and look at my left, just knowing guys that you know that's willing to die for it on the floor and be in the foxhole with you. There's no better feeling than that, man. There's no better feeling than that. Absolutely.
Notice how he said that only happened 4 times in his career. 4 times. Really? Was he one of the ones that didn't uphold his weight? We all know he was, right? And then saying, when he said that the no guys are going to be in the foxhole with you and nobody's going to jump out, LeBron's the first person to jump out of the foxhole. He quits. He leaves early. He doesn't play defense. He wants to see players who are willing to die for it. He's not willing to die for it. It's insane. LeBron James has been a net negative for the NBA to me. He's been terrible for the NBA. And the fact that he could sit up there in all his hypocrisy and lie is like he has no shame. He has no shame. I'm not talking about the bull personally. I'm talking about the way he conducts himself as far as his NBA career. I do not know this dude personally. But when it comes to the way he conducts his NBA career and the way he conducts himself on the court, he has no shame whatsoever. I think LeBron thinks he's invisible, or that we're too dumb to just take these dumb narratives. What do you mean? You guys have to be MVPs in that role. You don't even play defense. Let me rephrase. You barely play defense. You're not an MVP in your role. I've seen countless times LeBron don't get back on defense, and then other times when he's just standing around on defense looking lost. I've seen LeBron not get back on offense, and then to say that somebody can hold you accountable without you taking it personal. Dwight Howard said he got cut from the team for telling LeBron he needed to get back, and LeBron threw a hissy fit. Like, this dude is such a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. LeBron James he's been so terrible for the NBA. The ratings are down. This guy is, and then for him to say it's only happened 4 times in his career, and for everyone to buy in, you created super teams. What are you talking about? When did we start celebrating losers who have to cheat to win? LeBron's a loser. That's why he created super teams. And he still lost more than he won. He's a loser. He created super teams because he's a loser, to try to unfairly tip the scales in his favor. He did that, and he still lost more than he won. And then for people to say that he played such against better teams, number one, that's a lie. Except for 2018, but LeBron was just getting the taste of what he did. He started this. He was the one that started, he didn't start super teams, but he started the era where you get two of the best players, you go conspire with them to come play ball with you, to unfairly destroy the balance in the league. He started that, not super teams. I'm not even talking about the lie that he told about the Bulls being a super team. That's just a lie. Dennis Rodman was never a franchise player. Dennis Rodman to me was a great player. He was probably more of a superstar role player, but he was older when he got to the Bulls. He still put up prime Dennis Rodman numbers, so he was still an all-star to me, but he was never a franchise player. He was never a number one caliber player in his prime. That's nonsense. So I'm just talking about these statements that he made in this lie. That you want people to be in the foxhole with you. You want to look down and know that if a grenade thrown in the foxhole, that nobody would jump out. How many times we saw LeBron jump ship? How many? We watched LeBron in 2018 after game 1 completely quit. And then after the finals, he came out with a damn blouse on his hand, pretending his hand was broke. Even though we can all see him dribbling, dapping up, doing push-ups before the game, doing all manner of things to show that his hand's not broke. Again, I think he thinks he's invisible. This dude is such a fraud. He's a fraud. He's a loser too. You know, people love to credit LeBron with his championships as if he did it by himself with no context. And then when he lose, they'll say it was his teammates' fault. Absolutely mind-boggling. And then when he said that when we win, we all eat. We all get paid. Yeah, but you take all the credit when you win. That one right there made me the greatest player. And then when you lose, you say to Steve Nash, I don't lose sleep over how did me and Luka lose. There are 8 other guys on the court. This dude will throw his teammates under the bus to try to keep his reputation intact, to have more ammunition to his fake imaginary GOAT argument. LeBron James isn't close to being the GOAT. He isn't chasing Michael Jordan. LeBron James is chasing way more players behind Michael Jordan. He's not the number 2. He's not top 5. He's barely top 10. LeBron James is a fraud. His whole career is smoke and mirrors. That's all it is. This guy gets in front of people and says things contrary to what we saw him do. Mind-boggling. Don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever forget, LeBron James in 2007 did a great job of leading his team to the finals. That Cavs team won 50 games. They were a good team. They got to the finals, evenly matched against the Spurs. LeBron James choked. That was the first sign that he wasn't built like that. A few more seasons go by, he chokes and chokes and chokes. Then he chokes big time and quits in 2010 against the Celtics. He runs to Miami, get a big 3, gets his ass whooped by Dirk Nowitzki in the final. Dirk Nowitzki beat a super team in the finals. But the point was, after 2010, he realized that his whole legacy was going to be in shambles if he didn't do something. And what he did was he conspired with 2 other of the top players in the league for all 3 of them to get together in their prime to try to run the league for years to come. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. You remember this. The problem is LeBron's too much of a choker. He can't get it done because he doesn't got that kind of heart. And the media and Clutch Sports behind the scene push narratives on people that they don't think about. They just repeat this nonsense that LeBron says. It's absolute garbage. LeBron James is a fraud. It's just insane. But tell me what y'all think. What y'all think about these statements from LeBron? I mean, is this hypocritical or am I wrong? Get down in the comments. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But always remember, we are ring culture, because the whole point of the culture is to win rings. For the culture, I love y'all. Peace.